Hey, have fun now.
Omo, I'm not really fine. Do you know they paid me last week and right now I can't even boost up to 10,000 naira in my account?
Seriously?
Yes.
Did you budget?
Which one is budgeting? Now I'm not a politician.
That's why your money is missing like NEPA light.
But I didn't buy anything serious, shoes, bags, the thing that guys need now. And just like that, fiam, the money has disappeared.
But it's all these little things. That's why it's taking your money.
But what should I do?
See, you have to create a budget. You have to track your spending. You have to prioritize your needs over your wants. And you have to save before you spend, not the other way around.
So what you're trying to say that this money management thing is no child's play?
It's no child's play at all.
The Money Click is an annual financial literacy program to help you up your money game. The Money Click is not just about money, it's about mindset. So in the Money Click program, go beyond budgeting to rewire your thinking, to rewire your mindset, to change your thinking about income, to change your thinking about money management. So we'll help you grow your income, we'll help you manage it, we'll help you invest with confidence. Money is not just about what you know. Money is more about how you behave. And every day in the Money Click program, what we'll try to do is to influence how you behave about money. This is not just financial education. This is financial transformation. I will hope to see you become a part of it. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Yes, this money management thing is not actually a child's play. My name is Chukwemeko Nyinizia, and I am the founder of the Naira Academy. And I welcome you to today's live session here on YouTube, but also will be broadcasting also on Facebook Live. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you very much for being here today. We're happy to be here, and we're happy to learn what we are going to learn here today. Remember, we're just a few days away from, officially, we're just about 1 week from Christmas, right? We're still bringing the Christmas message to you financially, right? We're bringing the Christmas message to you financially, and we want you to make the right decisions this Christmas. We want this Christmas to be the best Christmas that you've ever had, the best Christmas that you would have in peace, and more peace even after the celebrations are over. And that's the reason why today we're going to be looking at, today we're going to be looking at Christmas celebration, how to have fun without financial hangover, right? We're looking at how to have fun during this Christmas celebration without any financial hangovers, right? Because before now, the problem is that after Christmas, people go back to all the problems, right, that they have created for themselves during the Christmas period. After Christmas, people go back to issues, the debts that they've accumulated just because they wanted to have fun, in quotes, for just about 1 week or 4 days of Christmas, actually, right? So Christmas is meant to be a season of joy. Christmas is meant to be a season of rest. It's meant to be a season of connection and gratitude, right? But for a lot of people, it ends with regrets. It ends with debt. It ends with anxiety. It ends with a long financial headache that lasts well into the new year. In fact, not just into the new year, that lasts throughout the new year most of the time. All right? That painful after effect is what we call financial hangover. That after effect of all your bad decisions this Christmas period is what we call the financial hangover. Right? Financial hangover is when December enjoyment turns into January suffering. I say again, financial hangover is when is when December enjoyment turns into January suffering. But here's the good news. The good news is you can celebrate Christmas fully without breaking your finances. Without breaking your finance. Some of us have been programmed to think that every Christmas we have to be this way. We've done it so much that it has become a pattern, it has become a habit. It's now difficult for us to break. Right? So let's look at how you can start rewiring your mindset, how you can get on the journey, how you can make this particular Christmas something different from all the Christmases you've always been had, right? Let's look at how you can have fun without financial hangover in this period. Number one is to redefine what celebration really means. What is celebration really? We need to redefine it, right? We need to redefine what celebration actually means. That's the first point. We need to change our mindset about what celebration is. We need to change our thinking about what celebration is, right? We need to move from what we used to know to what it actually should be. Christmas celebration along the years has quietly shifted from connection to competition, and it's very unfortunate. Yes. Who wore the best clothes? Who hosted the biggest party? Who traveled home with the most swag? With vibe, right? Who posted the most aesthetic pictures? But celebration is not performance. We have mixed celebration with performance. That's not what it is. It's not performance. True celebration is presence, not pressure. So you don't need to spend excessively for you to feel joy. You don't need to spend excessively for you to feel the laughter of Christmas, right? So sometimes laughter that are shared over meals, rest, and meaningful conversations are enough for a good celebration. That's what Christmas is more about. It's not about the money spent. It's not. It's not worth it that people would squander everything they've made almost throughout the year in just a few days of Christmas celebration. It's not worth it. Right? So we need to redefine what celebration really means. We need to change that definition. We need to change the definition and understand what really celebration means. All right. Then, number two is we need to set a celebration budget. We need to set a budget and we need to respect the budget. We need to set a budget and we need to follow the budget. Most times, people do Christmas, there's no budget. To just spend as they go. This is not the period where you spend as you go. This is a period where you spend as budgeted. The period where you spend as budgeted. Right? So if Christmas has no budget, it will always overrun your finances. So you need to decide ahead of time. How much will I spend on food this Christmas? How much on gifts? How much on outings? How much on travel, if at all you will travel? Right? Once the number is set, your discipline must protect it. Your discipline must protect it. So you need to also understand and have it at the back of your mind that a budget is not a punishment. Right? It's not a punishment, it's a guide. It's a boundary. And it's permission to enjoy without guilt. Because when you do not have that boundary, you do not have that guide, at the end of the day, you will find yourself regretting or having a lot of regrets. Sometimes, as the Christmas celebration is even going on, already the regrets are already creeping in. You're laughing, but deep inside of you, you're hurting. You're hurting because you know that you've made great financial mistakes. Right? Because you know that you've already made mistakes that you will pay for come the next year. So you must set a budget and you must live by that budget. Number three is to avoid emotional spending. Emotional spending that is disguised as generosity. Right? We must avoid emotional spending disguised as generosity. Sometimes what we claim to be generosity is actually not generosity. It's us yielding more to our emotions. Many people spend or they overspend because they don't want to feel a certain way, because they don't want to feel inadequate. Some people overspend because they don't want to feel judged. They didn't bring anything, he didn't bring anything. Right? Some people overspend because they don't want to be left out. Everybody is sending hamper. I need to send my own in the way other people are sending it. Right? Other people are doing this, I need to do. Other people are traveling, I must travel. So people overspend because they want to feel a certain way, because they don't want to feel unsuccessful. If I don't do this, to be as if I'm not a successful person. People say this to themselves. So people spend to manage emotions most of the time, not to manage needs. They're spending to manage their emotions. They're spending to feed their emotions, not needs. Not needs. And this is what we mean when we say people spend out of emotions, right? So you need any generosity that leaves you anxious, any generosity that eventually leave you indebted, right? Or that will leave you resentful is not generosity. It's emotional self-neglect. So you can give thoughtfully, actually, without draining yourself. And that's the direction you should go. You're not giving because you're feeling inadequate. You're not giving because you feel judged. You're not giving because you feel left out. You're not giving because you feel unsuccessful if you don't give. You're giving because you need to give. You have to give. And you can do it in a way that you can without draining yourself. And you need to do it within the confines of a budget. And what do we mean? What we mean here is, if what your emotion would tell you to do is to buy one big basket of hamper for somebody, you work within your budget, and maybe what you can afford is a smaller one, right? You need to do it in a way, you must set a budget for giving this period. If you don't, you have a problem. You're going to have a problem. If you don't have a budget for giving, you will spend more money than required. You will spend more money than you can afford. This is that month when we forget the most that, oh, money is here. Money is something that should be afforded. Buying things should be in a way that we can afford it. Hello, hi, ma. Glad to have you, ma, here. Madam Lucy Iluka, glad to have you here, ma. Welcome aboard, ma. All right. So this is that period. This is that period that we overspend the most. This is that period that we overcompensate. This is that period that we yield more to our feelings, to our emotions when we're spending. This is that period when we spend everything, almost everything we made throughout the year. We start the year with nothing, the new year with nothing. So we need to be careful. We need to stop that pattern, right? And part of how you're going to stop that pattern is to make sure. One of the ways that we spend more money this period is by how much we give. So we need to budget our giving. I'm not saying we shouldn't give, right? But we need to budget our giving. And you need to understand that giving is more of the intention rather than the price of the articles that you're giving to the person. Number 4, you need to learn to say no without explaining yourself. Yes. A lot of us have a problem with saying no. And that's the reason why our finances are on the downhill. We have a problem with saying no. A big problem. We can't say no. And sometimes we think, oh, the reason why I can't say no is because I have a good heart. No, it's not because you have a good heart. You can't say no because you're dealing with trauma that you do not know about. And if you've not taken the course healing from financial trauma, you need to go and take that course. Or you need to come into the Money Click program. Join us next year while we do another version of that course. So you need to learn to say no. Not every invitation deserves a yes. You mustn't go for all invitations that you're invited to this period. You need to count your costs. Right? You need to count your costs. There are people who will be taking up to 5 flights this period within Nigeria just because they want to attend one invitation, one wedding or the other, against their financial health. Not every expectation needs to be met this period. You don't owe anyone financial self-destruction for the sake of tradition. So you can say no to traveling home if you cannot afford it. You can say no to the pressure all around you if you can't afford it. Because saying no to pressure is you saying yes to your peace. But the moment you yield to that pressure, your peace is gone. Your peace is gone. Number 5, you need to plan for January while you're still in December. I've been sounding this since the first day of this month. Since the first day of this month, since the first live we had this month. The first live we had this month was on Wednesday, 3rd of this month on Instagram and Facebook, and here on YouTube was at the 4th. You need to plan for January while still in December. It's not new to plan for the next month while we're in the current month. But in January, well, it's a different case from patterns that people have. Everybody knows that when they pay you in October, that money is what money you use for November. Everybody knows that when they pay you in April, right? They pay you at the end of the month. Your pay at the end of April is what you use to run yourself and your home in the month of May. But they say in Christmas, people forget all these things. People forget it completely. No, people don't remember it anymore. People don't remember that the money that they are paid in December is meant to run their affairs in January. Yes, welcome, my friend. Ifena Solomon, glad to have you here, sir. People don't understand that the money you earn in December is meant to cater for January. So when they are still in the month of December, everything that comes is spent. And it's even worse, December payment even comes early, right? For most people, by now, they've already earned their December pay. Something they will usually end by 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th of the month. But by now, people have already earned their December pay. Guess what? Before that time, they will usually earn the money. Before 28th of the month, the money is already gone. This is money that they've been paying you since January, and you'll be using it to sustain yourself. Somehow in January, December comes, everything is spent. And when you now get into January, you start hearing people say, January is long. It is long because you didn't plan for it. It is long because you didn't plan for it. Hello, Madam Linda. Welcome. Nice to have you here, ma. January is long because you didn't plan for it. And that's the problem. A lot of us don't make plans. I'm sounding it every day like a gong, right? Like say I did make announcements, but it's important that I keep making that announcement. That announcement of plan for January while still in December. No go use January money plan for December. Then when January comes, you now start complaining how January is long, how you hate January, how you don't. A lot of people don't like January because of the mistakes they make in December. Yes, January is tough. January is usually tough. It is because you make all the reckless mistakes. You make mistakes with not mistakes anymore. You make errors with reckless abandon in January. And that's the reason, sorry, in December. And that's the reason why January applies or appears the way it appears to be. Because we do all these things forgetting that there's a January that has responsibilities to be met. And the funny thing is that a lot of people have a lot of responsibilities they meet in January. For some people, their rent is due in January. School fees, January is the beginning of a new term. You pay school fees in January. Right? Pay school fees in January. So there are a lot of commitments in January. The problem is that people don't plan for it. And you're hearing my voice here today. You've been making that mistake before now. This is the time to change. To be wise, to be a wise person this period is to celebrate Christmas with January in your mind. So you need to ask yourself, will this decision affect my rent? Will it affect school fees or my savings for January? You need to ask yourself, will I regret this spending next month? You need to ask yourself, am I spending from surplus or borrowing from the future. Because what we do a lot of times in December is that we're borrowing from the future. And then when we get to the future, we're now wondering where our present went to. If your celebration steals from your stability, if your celebration steals from your financial stability, it is too expensive. Too expensive. Very expensive. Too expensive. Right? And then lastly, number 6, remember Christmas happens every year. This is one truth that should set you free. Christmas happens every year. Christmas is predictable. We know when it will happen. We know when it will come. We know when it will come. You've known that Christmas would happen Thursday next week since the beginning of this year. So it's not an emergency. It does not require panic spending. Right? So if you celebrate within your means this year, you will have the clarity and capacity to plan even better next year. So stay within your means. Don't get into debt just because you want to have a celebration. Right? Christmas should leave you refreshed, not regretful. Christmas should leave you happy, not anxious of what will happen in January. Christmas should leave you grateful, not indebted after. That joy that destroys your peace is not joy. It's not. It's not joy. And the problem is not Christmas. The problem is you. The problem is you. And that's why you need the Money Click program. Because the problem is you. That's why you need the Money Click program. You need the Money Click program. Right? If every December you promise yourself, next year I'll do better, but nothing ever changes, you come to the next year, you're still where you are, then the problem is not lack of information. Your problem is lack of structure, it's lack of system, it's lack of healing and lack of accountability. That's your problem. And the Money Click program is designed to help you. It's designed to help you break that emotional and impulsive spending patterns. It's designed to help you heal unhealthy money beliefs that were formed right from childhood. The Money Click program is designed to help you build budget systems that actually work. It's designed to help you set boundaries with family and social pressure. It's designed to help you prepare for predictable seasons like Christmas ahead of time. You should have prepared for Christmas months ago. It's designed to help you achieve financial discipline without guilt or shame. The Money Click program is designed to help you build long-term financial peace, not short-term motivation. You don't change money habits by willpower alone. You don't. Napoleon Hill will tell you better, right? You change them by rewiring your relationship with money. You change them by rewiring your blueprints, your money blueprint. And that's what the Money Click program offers you. So if you're ready to stop repeating the same December, January cycle, if you want celebrations without consequences, if you want peace, if you want clarity, if you want confidence with money, join the Money Click program. I assure you, join the Money Click program and you will be the one to testify, right? Because financial peace is not seasonal. It's not. It should be a lifestyle. It's not something you have once in a while. It's something that should define you. It's something that should become a part of you. But for it to become a part of you, you need to learn how to make it a part of you. You need to start by changing your mindset. You need to start by rewiring the way you think and see money. It all starts from how you rewire. It starts from how you see money. How do you see money? How do you see money? What's your mindset about money? Right? So get on that journey with us. That journey with us in the Money Click program starts on the 18th day of January. Today makes it 1 month to the kickoff of 2026 Money Click program. Right? 1 month. And in 1 month's time, we will kick off. Right? And when we kick off, if you're not with us, we leave you behind. But trust me, this is a journey that you must get on. Get on our YouTube page, go to our Facebook and Instagram pages, and hear and listen, watch the journey of current members and see how far they've gone. That would encourage you to see what we are doing here and to show you how much it works, right? Get yourself into a curriculum. Get yourself into a system that works. You need to be in a system. You need to be in a system. The problem is not that you don't know what to do. The problem is that you do not have a system to keep you to do the things that you need to do. And if you've been doing it your way all this while and it didn't work, why not try another way? Try the money click way, right? Yes, Madam Lucy Iloka says, I'm already there. Yes, ma'am, I know you are already there, right? I know you're already there, among other family members too. Thank you so much. Glad to have you there. Come 2026, we kick off, and you will see that you did not make the wrong choice by registering in the 2026 Money Click program. The Money Click program is a place to be. It's a place to be. The Money Click program is a journey for everyone. It's a journey to financial freedom, right? Like I said, a journey. The earlier you start, the better. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here today. This is where we end today's live. It's a short one, yes, we know, but this is where we end it for today. And you'll be wondering, are we going to be here next week on Christmas Day? That is the only day that we're not going to be here. We're not going to be here on Christmas Day, but we are going to have live sessions between now and the eve of Christmas, right? Just to be in your face and remind you of the things that you need to do. We need to keep reminding you, and we'll keep doing it every day. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you all here today. Remember, catch us again tomorrow, where we'll come and share something that will help you in this season. My name remains Chukwemeka Onyenizi. I'm the founder of the Naira Academy. I am your world-class financial planner. Have a lovely day ahead. Bye-bye.
Did anyone teach you how to handle money while growing up? I guess not. Most adults learn the hard way through debt and financial stress. But here's the thing, your child does not have to repeat that same cycle. The Naira Academy has created the Money Click Kids program where your child can learn how to save, budget, spend wisely, and understand the basics of investing. So what are you waiting for? Enroll your child in the 2026 Money Click Kids program and give your child the head start you didn't have.